What up, class? It's Math Fundamentals with Mr. Landon and Grace. And what we're going to do here is chapter 13.1, which is, of course, relations and functions. We're going to learn how to graph today, which is actually quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah, she thinks so. All right, so what we're going to do, right, first off, turn that over there. So if you can do me a favor, as we're learning this math, if you could read the lesson first before watching the video, then you could watch the video and go along with it, right, and go over it with it. So you can read the chapter first, the lesson first, watch my video and read the chapter again. I need to make sure this is really sinking in. So this isn't all you're supposed to be doing, not just this video. You need to read it over yourself. Then, of course, you can go to Khan Academy a little extra for a little extra help if you have to search something that doesn't make sense, like today's graphing stuff. So if you didn't understand graphing, there's probably some more practice. You could look that up. Try a Google, or maybe most importantly, just ask me on Google Classroom. I am here to help, my friends. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. First thing we're going to learn when we graph is that we got to learn what an ordered pair is and what a graph, a coordinate plane, all these definitions. So here we go. First and foremost, this right here is a coordinate plane. This is the x-axis right here, x-axis, which I wrote x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Okay, so demonstration. X-axis goes horizontally. X-axis this way. And y-axis is up and down. Up and down is the y-axis. Okay, let's get started. So, what we're going to do is, when you're going to, this ordered pair right here, an ordered pair is two numbers. There's an x number and a y number. An x number and a y number. An x number and a y number. So you can see down here, I have a big old fatty x number, that's the x coordinate, and a big old fatty y coordinate. And the way you deal with these is you start at the origin. The origin is dead center in the middle. You start there, and then you got to do what the x and the y coordinate tell you to do. Okay? X comes first in the alphabet. Okay, X comes first in the alphabet, and then Y, right? X, Y, Z. So you do the X first, and then the Y. X becomes before Y. So first thing we're going to do, we start at the origin. Okay, the origin's at 0, 0. There is no X, there is no Y, it's at 0, 0. But if we're going to go to 2, 3, we would start at the origin, we go over 2 on the X, that's this one, and then we go up 1, 2, 3 on the Y. That's how we get there. Well, how would you get over this one? You start at the origin. You have to start at the origin. Start at the origin. And this says negative 3, 1. Watch. Start at the origin. Go to X first. Go 1, 2, 3. It's to the negative 3. And you go up 1. It's negative 3, 1. Negative 3, up 1. You got to do the X, the left and right first. And then you got to do up and down next. Turn the page. Oh, look at this. This is my dog, Huck. Oh, Hucky boy. It's a good dog. He is a great dog. All right. Want to come check out over here. Let's go in the sun because it's kind of cold. It's a great day on the Landon farm. Over here we have our barn, and the barn would have my pig pen. We'll see the pig pen in just a second, but maybe we could do the next problem here. This says, this is example number 1 on page 563. What ordered pair is on the graph right there? This green dot. Like if I wanted to get to that green dot, here, let's go like this. If I wanted to get to that green dot, how would I do it? I got to start at the origin. Where's the origin, Gray? The 0, 0, 0, 0, right there at the very middle, 0, 0. So you start right here, and then you got to move on the x-axis first. You got to go 1, 2 on the x-axis, and then you move on the y-axis. You go up and down. So you go up, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're going to go over 2, you're going to go up 4. And by golly, look I have the steps down here. Step 1, start at the origin. Step 2, travel on the x-axis. That's the left or right. And then step 3 says travel on the y-axis. That's up or down. So we started at the origin, we went over 2, and we went up 4. So we would write that as, we went right 2, we went up 4. So we'd say 2, 4. We went to the right 2, we went up 4. How's that? Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm. This is so fun.
Yeah, this is fun. Let me show you my pig pen. So my pig pen's over here. We don't have any pigs in the pen right now because we're not raising any pigs at the moment. We have them in our refrigerator because they're delicious. Bacon. Right? But this is my pig pen when, the pigs are in it. You ready for another one? We'll leave that up. This, right here. Okay, turn this. This is example number 2. Can you see okay? Maybe go over here. Let's go over like this. There we go. This says, find P and Q. Oh, I found them. They're right there and there. That's a joke. I have to find the locations with the coordinates, with the ordered pairs. If I started off at 0, 0, how do I get to the P? I go over 1. And I go over 2. I'm at the negative 2 now because I went to the negative direction, negative 2. But I don't go up and down. So I'm going to go over negative 2, but I won't go up and down. Then the question is, well, how do I get to Q? Well, I start at the origin. And I go over 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, right? So let's just go like this. Okay, now we've got our answers out here. Okay, so again, P, start at the origin. You're going to go to the -2, but you don't go up and down. So you went to the -2 on the X, but you don't go anywhere on the Y. Remember, X is the left and right, and Y is the up and down, and we're not going up and down because we're actually on the axis. We're on the X-axis. Okay, over here, we went over 3, and we went down 3 to get to Q, so we would label that as 3, -3. We went 3 to the right, and then down 3, which is -3. Okay, turn the page. Oh, how about right now, you pause the video and do skill check number 1, which is on page 563 at the bottom. So pause the video right now. This is awkward. If they paused it, what are we supposed to do? Oh, if they paused it, we could keep on going. Okay, because they paused it. Let's keep on going. Okay, good job. Hopefully you got some answers on skill check number 1. Here's the answers for skill check number 1. Letter A, okay, you had to go -3 to the left, right, and then up 1. B was start at the origin and go 2 to the right and then up 5. C is -2 to the left and then down to the -3. And then D is 4 to the right and down to the -2. Hopefully you guys did well. If you didn't, you can always go back to the beginning of the video, watch that piece again, and read along with me in the book. What we got next, Gray? Oh, look at that. It's example number 3. Hey, want to go see my sheep? I have some sheep stuff. Well, the sheep aren't here right now. They're down on the other piece of the property, which I will show you later, I promise. Because, you know, we have a lot of time here on the land and farm to hang out. This right here is a little run for the sheep to get into the truck or, you know, to bring them from the truck. And, you know, they travel down that and, you know, it's all good. Got to travel with the sheep. I love my sheepers. Okay, let's go ahead and try this over here. This is example number 3. We gotta switch around like that, or oh, where were we? This way better?
Yeah.
Okay. Example number 3. Which point is at 2, -1? 2, -1. Remember, start at the origin. That's dead center. Oh, look at that! You know it. 0, 0, right there at the origin. You're gonna start there. It says on the X value, the X-axis, that's the left and right axis, go 2. So we'd start here and we go over 1, 2. And then on the Y-axis, it says drop down 1. -1 means go down 1. Oh, I can see a little dot. I kind of cheated. Oh, did you see the dot before I told you? Right there. If I go over here, I go 2 to the right and down 1, I'd be at that little dot. Let's see if we're right. Let's see if we're right. Is that letter Q? Is it letter Q in the book, people? I sure hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be really embarrassing. All right, let's go ahead and check the next page. What do we have here? Oh, pause the video again, and we're going to do skill check number 2. So if we have to pause the video, what do we have to do this time? Pause it. Pause it. Pause. You do your pause. Okay, this is embarrassing. All right, so you pause the video. We're going to get you the answers in just a second. Let's see what you got. Oh, nice. All right, answers to skill check number 2. Number 1, 0, 3. Don't go anywhere on the X-axis, but go up 3 on the Y. That is letter D. Number 2, remember, start at the origin. Go 5 on the right, go right on the X-axis, and then go up 2. That's letter G. Ooh, this one's a difficult one. We have negatives all over the place, right? So we have -3 on the X-axis, which means you're going to have to go left on the X-axis, and then down 5 on the Y-axis. That's letter J. And then last but not least, number 4, if you're at 3, -4, it goes start at the origin and go 3 to the right and then go down 4. You're going to find letter B down there. There's one last thing I got to show you, my friends, before you can do your homework. These are quadrants. Gracie, what's the quadrant? I didn't tell you, did I? Oh, okay, quadrant. Quad means 4. There's 4 sections of our coordinate plane. We start in here because they're both positive. X's and Y's are both positive. So we start here, and we go kind of backwards, which is very ironic. Why would you go backwards? But you do. You go backwards around. So 1, that's my first quadrant, 2nd quadrant, 3rd quadrant, and 4th quadrant. So if I said, hey, I have a point, and the point's right here, you'd be like, oh, that's a 4th quadrant point. Or what if the point was right here? What quadrant would it be in, Grace? 2. Oh, you know it. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it's backwards, but you always start in the top right-hand corner for quadrants. Anything else you want to say, Grace?
No.
Or it can be like Landon out.
Landon out.